This poster has been presented at the 6th World Congress on Itch, which was held in Brest, France. Itch is an unpleasant sensation that provokes the desire to scratch, and it occurs in different patient populations. Today, several methods to measure itching are available. However, these measures do not always evaluate all aspects of the symptom of itch, and therefore we have developed the Leuven Itch Scale. The aim of the present study was to evaluate the validity, reliability and responsiveness of the Leuven Itch Scale. The Leuven Itch Scale was developed and tested in an iterative way. Overall, 4 preliminary versions of the Leuven Itch Scale have been developed and consequently tested. The dimensions that are measured by the Leuven Itch Scale are itch frequency, duration, severity, circumstances, distress, location, sensory perceptions, consequences and management of itching over the past 4 weeks. We have undertaken a longitudinal study in patients with atopic dermatitis, chronic urticaria or burns. And here you can find the inclusion criteria that we have used for this study. Overall, we have included 63 patients with atopic dermatitis, 41 patients with chronic urticaria and 46 patients with burns. Itch was measured using the Leuven Itch Scale, but we have also explored relationships with other variables, and therefore we have used the Beck Depression Inventory to measure symptoms of depression, the Perceived Stress Scale to measure stress, the Dutch Fatigue Scale to measure fatigue, and the Satisfaction with Life Scale to measure satisfaction with life. Linear Analog Scale was used to measure quality of life. Overall, 5 aspects of validity and reliability and responsiveness have been evaluated. First, validity evidence on the test content. We found that there were very low percentages of invalid scores. For the validity evidence on relations with other variables, the direction and magnitude of the proposed relationships were confirmed. The validity evidence on internal structure, we found that there was a moderate positive significant correlation between itch frequency and itch distress, and also a moderate positive significant correlation between itch frequency and itch severity. In terms of reliability, we have tested the stability of the instrument by undertaking a test-retest, and this test-retest showed moderate, substantial or almost perfect agreement in about half of the items. More details can be found in this table. The responsiveness of the instrument was supported by the fact that no tendency towards floor or ceiling effect was found in patients with atopic dermatitis or chronic urticaria. And in patients with burns, we had hypothesized that itch frequency is declining over a period of time, and indeed the itch frequency was lower at 12 weeks post-burn compared to 6 weeks post-burn. To come to the conclusion, the Leuven Itch Scale is valid and responsive for assessing different aspects of itch. It is a useful and clinimetrically sound instrument. It is capable of measuring itch in different patient populations, and it can be used in trials that assess the effectiveness of treatments for pruritus. The full article of this study has been published in the journal Burns in September 2011.